So today, fourth, and you said the number in the box is the 0. And the 0 leads us to the what of the polynomial? The factors. I've been telling you this all along. Then what does that division, long division or synthetic division, ultimately help us do? Blank, blank, degree, blank.
Playing some different.
Mm-mm.
Make the degrees depressed. Factor large degree.
Good, close enough.
Higher degree.
Polynomials. Ultimately, it helps us to factor high degree polynomials, which helps us to be able to graph. Okay? Don't have to write that down at all. Okay? Tell me when. Problem. If the remainder of the division problem is 0, so if the remainder is 0, what does that mean? It means it can be factored. That 0 is a factor of the polynomial. Again, you already know this. We have talked about this every single day this week. So that means linear factors lead us to real zeros. Real zeros lead us to linear factors, right? Okay? So if I gave you the function p of x, really this right here is all you need to be concerned about. P of x is equal to x minus 2 times the quantity x minus 3 times the quantity x plus 4. What's that mean? All right, if our factors are these, it's in factored form, right? Our zeros are what? 2, 3, and -4. I would also be able to assume that what degree polynomial is that? Third degree. Is it going, so third degree is going to look like what kind of curve? John Travolta. Where is the curve going to start? Which quadrant? Quadrant 3, and it's going to go towards quadrant 1. That's what I want you to keep thinking about. Okay? Keep thinking about over and over and over again. Tell me when. All right. Don't write this down. Hold on. You don't have to write this down. Okay? We are going to use the rational zero theorem. You need to put on your notes, in your paper, on your paper, that the rational zero theorem gives us a starting point. To factor higher degree polynomials. The rational zero theorem gives us a starting point to be able to factor a higher degree polynomial. We're going to come up with something a whole lot shorter than that to write. So don't write anything below my blue line, okay? Because up until this point, I have given you factors to try out, right? I give you the polynomial function, and then with that polynomial function, I would say, here are possible factors, okay? Do they work? What was our clue? Do what? You're afraid? It's hot up here. I think. You're hot. Okay, I think it's warm up here. Anyway, Is there air coming out of the vent up there?
I think that. I thought that.
All right, I don't want that blowing on y'all. I'm just trying to cool my do what? Yeah. Are you cold too? Kinda.
It's not bad, it's just.
Oh, I'm so Maryland. Okay, let's start over. That was distracting. Golly, I need ADD medicine. How to find all possible rational zeros. All right, so let me start back over. Up to this point, I've given you a polynomial function. Usually I give you two factors right beside it, right? And I always say, try this. See if they work. If they work, what's happening in the synthetic division? How do you know if one of those factors work? The remainder is 0, okay? Now I'm not going to give you anything. Nothing. Okay? Here's what we have to do. The rational zero theorem that is P over Q. P over Q. Okay? P is P represents all of the factors of the leading coefficient. All of the factors, including 1. Q represents all of the factors of the last term, the constant. What's a constant? Constant does mean to stay the same, but in math, what is a constant? It's the one without, it is the plain old number. It's the one without a variable, okay? The variable is actually there. Do you know what its exponent is that causes it to disappear?
Yes.
Very good. Anything to the 0 power is what, y'all? 1. Anything to the 0 power is 1, so that's how it's there but not there, okay? Now, what are we going to do with this? We are going to take all of the factors of the leading coefficient, and we're going to divide all of them by all of the factors of the very last term. And at the end, all of those quotients that we find will be plus or minus. So what? Let me show you what it's going to do, okay? Let's look and see what's going to happen. We're going to find all of the possible rational zeros. All of them. Of these polynomials. So write the instructions and write the first example. Don't write the other two because we may not do both of them. Do what? Okay, 9, minute 9. Minute 9, y'all. Let's go back and watch the video. And turn it up really loud so you can hear it. Example 1, we've got f of x is equal to x cubed plus 5x squared minus 4x minus 2. What in the world are we going to do? We have to find all of those possible numbers that we've got to put in the box. That's basically what we're finding. We got to find the number to go in the box. Okay, and we're going to use the rational zero theorem to do it. Here we go. You ready for this? What is the p? What is the p value going to be?
-5, -4.
Well, wait a minute. What's the leading coefficient, y'all? 1. All right. 1 is the leading coefficient. That's our P. What are all of the possible factors of 1? 1. So it's plus or minus 1. We got to divide that by. What is our Q value going to be? -2. I don't really care about the negative sign. I'm only locked into the 2.
Would you send, that'll be blank to the guidance office, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
All the factors of 2. 1 and 2. Now, what the crap? How am I going to do that? Here's what you do. Time out.
Where?
2. Right here, baby. I need the factors of 2. Okay? Now, you have to divide each of these. So, folks, next time I'm probably not going to write the plus or minuses until the very, very end. But what's 1 divided by 1? 1. Plus or minus 1. There's nothing else I can do with that. What's the other option? 1 divided by 2, correct? Which is what? 1/2. All of the possible rational zeros for that polynomial x cubed plus 5x squared minus 4x minus 2 are plus minus 1 plus minus 1/2. Those are the numbers that we will try to put in the box. And try to get that remainder of what? 0. That's all the P over Q thing is. That's all we do. Can we do that? Heck yeah, we can do that. All right, so here we go. Let's look at the second one. Nope, not yet. We are going to solve it, not right now though, okay? I'm going to erase that. What are all my P values? 1, okay, again with the 1, right? What are my Q values? Oh, here we go. Here's what I suggest.
Isn't it plus or minus 1?
It is going to be, but I'm going to do that in just a second. Okay? I'm listing all of the P's. I'm listing all of the Q's. I'm going to go back in just a second and list P over Q, and that's when I'm going to do the plus or minus. Okay? I'm going to do that at the very, very end. Q, 24. I had to choose a number with a bunch of factors, right? See? Here we go. 1 and what? 24. Go to 2. 2 and what? 12. 3 and what? 4 and 6. Is that it? Those are all of the factors of 24. Cool? Y'all, oh, I have made a grave mistake. I have made a mistake. I have made a mistake. I'm going. It ain't no way it's going to be. I have made a mistake. Write this down on your paper. At 9:21 on March 4th, 2015, Ms. Perry made a major, major mistake.
First mistake.
First mistake of the day.
Next time,
Okay.
it's like,
Super crap balls, man. God! Dag nabbit. What do you think the mistake is?
that was giving us like 8 different zeros.
Oh, it's always going to give us a bunch.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's always going to give us a bunch.
You only got 2 more.
Oh, it's Q over P. Well, we gonna tell
It's
them next
still
week.
P over Q. It's still P over Q. But it's the last number factors over. See, I shouldn't have. Dag nabbit. Y'all, I'm sorry. I didn't intentionally do that.
Yeah, so which is which?
It's Q over. Yeah, the Q. That's the factors of the leading coefficient.
So it's still P.
It's
over
still
Q.
P over Q.
Okay.
But the Q values are from your leading coefficient factors. The P values are the factors of the last term. I am so sorry. I do not like to do that. Dang it. I'm so sorry, y'all. Golly, Bob.
Yeah,
I apologize. I sincerely apologize because I don't like doing that. Dag nab.
I'll follow
Oh.
it.
Miss Perry threw a temper tantrum at minute 14:50. Mark it down and you can hear it all. Y'all, I am sorry. I didn't do that on purpose. No, I really would not do that. I know. Who would ever do that? So, just put a big old X. You big dummy, Hope Perry. Big dummy. Big freaking big huge X. God, Lee, I hate making mistakes. Joe, I'm sorry. I hate making mistakes. Let's try it again. Y'all, I really do. Golly, Bob.
Starting all over.
We're just going to start all over.
Oh.
See, that's why big old just draw you an X. All right, well, at least I made it with y'all.
That was precious.
I didn't.
Making memories.
Making memories, y'all. That's like, I just took a mental picture I'll never be able to erase. Fart. P is over here. Golly, Bob. Q is right there, you big dummy. Golly. So, Q, what are the factors of 2? 1 and 2. Right? What are the factors of P? 1 and 1. Just 1. 1 times 1, right? And now we're going to put, no, it's not. Oh, I'm going, what? Oh, Lord, have mercy. Now let's try it again. The P over Q, that stupid 0 thing that she's not going to give us anymore. Now she's confused us and we're not going to know how to do the darn problem. What's 1 divided by 1? 1. So now I'll put the P over Q. And it's going to be plus or minus 1. And now do the same thing with the 2. It's going to be plus or minus 2 over 1, which is 2. This is what I'm looking for.
Are you sure?
I am sure. Yes, sir, I'm sure. Dang. Do the next problem. It does make, and that's when I realized when I looked at it, I thought, ain't no way we got all these fractions. What the crap have I done? That's what made me think I knew I'd done something wrong. All right, so we got to do the P over Q again. The P. P here. All the factors of 24. Let's go with them again. 7 is not a factor. 2, 12. 3, 8. 4, 6. Okay? That's so much better. And the Q, what's the Q? 1. So the P over Q, the numbers that we're going to try are all of those top numbers. Because anything divided by 1 is what? That thing. It's that number. So plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2. Do I have to put the plus or minus? Yep, you do. No. You got to write it for all of them. Got to write it for all of them. Because it could be 2 negatives, which would give you a positive. Okay, you got to count for all possibilities. Okay. Yay, we got it finally right. Shut up, Philip. All right. Yay, way to go, Miss Karen. I know. I'm just kidding. All right, P. Example 3. Here we go. Golly. 2x cubed plus x squared minus 13x plus 6. What are the factors? Which term is the P term?
The last.
The last one, woman. What are the factors of 6?
1, 2, 3, 6.
1, 2, 3, and 6. You guys agree? You can't leave any of them out. Q this time,
1 and 2.
1 and 2. All right, now, this one is going to be a little weird. Not really.
Okay.
What are the first 4? You know the first 4.
1, 2, 3, 6.
Why? Because 1 divided by 1 is 1. 2 divided by 1 is 2. Blah, 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 right? But what are the what do I do with that 2 down here?
1 divided by 2, 2 divided by
1 divided by 2 is 1/2. That's legit. 2 divided by 2 is what? Am I going to write that over?
No.
Heck to the nuh-uh. 3 over 2 is? It is. You said that with distraction. And the 3 over 2, we got to include it. 6 over 2 is? Do I have to rewrite that?
Are you gonna count off if we do it? Like,
Dude, you don't need to listen. Don't listen. You won't. You're going to get tired of writing down. You ain't going to write it down. Don't write it down.
So,
Just double check, and you don't want to, no, don't do it. Okay, yes, sir.
so we're gonna have to put that into synthetic division then.
All right, what did I tell you? You were always going to try first for calculus.
1.
You're always going to try 1, and then if you don't get 1, you're going to try -1. Always try the -1 next. I would. It could though, it could be that you got to work all the way till you get to the 6 before anything works, and that's going to make you mad. But you just going to keep persevering. Do not give up. This is when it separates the men from the boys. When I figure out who really will work hard and who's just a lazy sack of food. Okay, we don't want none of that. None of that. So what are we going to do with this? You already know. It's not my day. What are we going to do with this?
Oh, we're gonna factor our first one.
You're back to your first one. So what do you got to do first? What did I not give you?
Factor.
I didn't give you factors. What do you have to do?
Rational zero.
You got to do the P over Q, the rational zero theorem. So what's the first thing I'm going to do? That, okay. Go ahead. Tell me what to do.
Okay, well, I did 1 and -1 and it didn't work.
No, hold on, look.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta go
Q
through-
over Q.
P over Q thing. Okay, so what were the P values?
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 24.
Okay.
And my Q, I got 1.
So my P over Q value is going to be
Okay.
plus or minus all of those, right? You guys agree with that? Okay, I'm doing what y'all do. Y'all are bad influence. P over Q plus or minus. Don't do as I do. Do as I'm showing you correctly, not as I incorrectly showed you. Don't even make fun. Stop it. Now, go ahead, Winston.
I tried 1 and -1 and didn't work, so I tried 2 and that worked.
Okay, I have to do 1 though. 1, it won't take but a minute. Right?
Yeah.
1, 1, 0, 0. Negative that. Yeah, done. -1. Are my coefficients correct, y'all? That's -1, -2, 2, -12. Yeah, that ain't gonna work either. And then what'd you choose?
I choose 2 and it worked.
Shoot, 2 didn't work either?
And I said it worked.
Oh, thank God. All right, here we go. 1, 2, -12, -24. Did everybody get this far? Yeah, see, you don't need me. Here we go. What's that mean?
We can factor it.
So what's my first factor?
It's going to be x minus 2.
Attaboy. And what's this depressed polynomial? Is that right? Now, do we go back and try them P over Q's, or what do we try first? Hello, factor that trinomial. I don't want to have to do the stupid P over Q things. I can't even remember the first thing. 4 and 3?
Yeah.
Plus 4 minus 3?
Yeah.
How many of you had that? Look at y'all. High five. Out of class. Yay! Hey, did I do what it asked?
Yeah.
Factor the following. These are my factors. I did it. Fossil or difficile? Or IC, comme ci, comme ça. Nah. Is it all right? Pardon me? It's all right. Here we go. Ooh. Do this one. You got to work with somebody close to you. Hey, did you have your P over Q's as these values? 1, 2, 3, 6, 1/2, 3/2? Yeah? Which one did you choose first? One, I always choose one first. Choose one. One's not going to work, is it? Okay. Everybody good? Thank you. -1, let's try that. -1's not going to work. Dag nab. You choose 2?
Yeah.
Aha. Yay. That worked. Yay. What's your first factor? Why are you counting?
Because I messed up on 2 and I had to go all the way to 3.
Oh, dang. Like, did y'all see this, what I just saw? Sorry. That was just straight up hell. I'm totally okay with that. What? If 2 is a 0, what's the factor? X minus 2. 2x squared plus 5x minus 3. If you can't factor it, it's going to eat you up. Come on. You should be able to come over here to the side and do that stinking slide and divide. Oh, Lord. Minus 6. Give me 2 factors of 6 that when I subtract give me 5. 6 and 1, sign same or different. Which one's going to be plus? 6. I'm done, right? No. Come back down here and divide by that number. This is what's going to be just, oh!
You can't see, I'll put the outside paper, and I said, oh, that's already -3.
Aha.
So how are you doing?
Bound them, right? X plus 3. Hey, do I have to factor it, or can I just continue on with synthetic division? For real. Could I just continue on with synthetic division? Listen, look. Could I, if I was uncertain of how to factor 2x squared plus 5x minus 3, which you should not, you should be able to factor that. But if you were having a brain fart like I had earlier today, could I have gone to -3, put -3 in the box and worked it out? Yeah. Is it going to work? Yes, it should work. Did I do what I was supposed to do? Did I factor it? How many of you had these factors, maybe not in this order? Hands up. All right, that's really, really good. Questions at all? Question?
When you take the GCF out of something, like, don't you have to put that as a factor?
Where is the GCF?
Okay, well, I actually messed up too, because on my middle one, but I went to one tab and I got 0, and when I did that, then take out the GCF too.
So okay, hold on. You put 1/2 in the box, and did you plug it into 2, 1, -13, 6? 2, 1, -13. 2, 1, -13, 6. I need to see it, Brandy. Hold on. 1/2 of 2 is 1, 2. 1/2 of 2 is 1. 1/2 of 12 is 6. Okay. So you would have had 2x minus 1, right? 2x squared plus 2x minus 12. And then you would have done 2x minus 1, 2 times x squared plus x minus 6. I have to do this. 2, 3, and 2 plus minus. Did you list them like that? Did you factor it completely?
So I just had 2, like I had
You had the 2 out here by the side. Did you do that? Okay, then you would have had the correct factors. Moral of the story is, but what are the zeros, the accompanying zeros for these factors? What's this one, y'all? 2, -3, +1/2. Those are our zeros. Look at Brandy's. What's this zero? +1/2, which I had up there. What's the zero? Doesn't exist. Ha ha ha, you can't trick us. It's just a what? Just a factor. Big deal. What's this factor? -3, what's this one? Do we have those at the top as well? So in the end, it works out anyway. Here's what I'm going to ask you to do in these problems. I'm going to say, or have boxes, not boxes, under... I will have something with a line that says factors, line. And then I will have this, zeros, and another line. And really what I'm checking for is this stuff right here. Because in the end, all of our zeros will match. Our factors might not, but our zeros will. Does that make sense? Okay? So you keep doing what you're doing, that's fine. In the end, we all get the same answers anyway. Do you have questions? No? Is this easy? Yeah? Alright, here's what I want you to do. Get up off. If a quadratic expression won't factor, how do you find who gets zeros? We're not going to do this problem every single time, right? If you would just learn it, you wouldn't have to memorize it again. Use a quadratic formula. Yay!
Well, how about you did the...
How about I give the formula to you? It's not really, I don't really have to teach it. I just have to give you the formula. How about you, with a big old side of, sprinkle with a little bit of, topped off with a big old, write this down. How about you write this down? Since I'm having to, how about teach that? Winston, is that right? -b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a? Yep. Okay? Use it'll always work if it's an x squared term, y'all.
Hey, what's that funny looking thing?
Why does that be different than the other two?
I'll learn it later.
What, the letter? This? That's a B.
Why is the other one?
It's a cursive B. It's a cursive.
We never learned cursive.
That ain't my problem.
Miss Wade.
I had to try to figure sheet yesterday.
Did you really not get taught? Who did? How many of you hands up?
Oh, see, I was at Martinsville schools in 3rd grade.
There, ding, ding, ding. There you go.
Yeah, you always
How
go
about,
They did it sample sheet.
That what y'all are like. Sam did. Carl did. Camcorder did.
Marshall was learning how to ask 3rd grade, right?
How'd you carry? Yeah.
No.
Why are you gonna say that? Why are you gonna say that? Oh, perfect. Here we go. Look at this right here. Again, I don't want you to. I want you to write this down, but we're not going to complete this problem, okay? Because it's not 51. What if the problem said solve? Ta-da! Write that down. But this is different. The other examples said factor, right? This, you just have to solve.
Please hold it.
And you're just waiting on it. Hey, what has to be true? What if I asked you to solve? You don't have to write this down. What if I said solve that?
And then the number you plug in for x.
Have a variable in both sides.
I do.
Subtract the 4x and then will you just bring that on the left side of the equal sign and make everything negative? Negative 4x and then negative
And then what?
5. Solve.
What would it be set equal to?
0.
Aha. That's what I was thinking. If you had a quadratic, folks, the only way we could solve something is if it was set equal to 0. Look at this up here. Solve blah 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 equals 0. Solve blah 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 equals -10. Ooh. Before you do anything, you must set these equal to 0. Then factor to solve. Because when I'm solving, I'm really trying to get the factors or the zeros. What do I have to have first? I have to get the factors of the polynomial in order to get the what? The zeros, which are the solutions. Those are our x values, our x-intercepts. You must set these equal to 0, then factor to solve, so that we find the factors first, and then we find the zeros, which are our solutions, our answers. Okay? That's what we have to do. But if it's not equal to 0, you can't solve it. Okay? You will not have the right answer, guaranteed. Okay? So, what do I actually want to solve? X to the 4th minus 5x cubed minus 5x squared plus 23x, you tell me. Plus 10 equals 0. And then how would I go about solving this? I am going to eventually do the synthetic division, but at first I'm going to do the P over Q thing. Okay? We're not going to do this yeah, you know what? I'm going to get it started and then you'll complete it for homework. What are your P values, everybody?
1, 2, 5, 6.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, I always go in the line. Take up one space. What is your Q value? 1, thank God, right? So that means my P over Q values are right there. Do you guys agree with that? Haley, is that right? Is it? Yeah. Jessica, what do I do next? All right, what am I going to choose for the box first? Positive 1.
It's a whole lot of something.
Way to go, Jessica. Does it work? No, dang it. What do I choose now? -1. Y'all keep working on that problem, okay? Your homework is to finish. What example is this? Did y'all list it as 4? Finish example 4 in your notes. And then I want you to do page 127, number 2, and 10 through 15. Okay? Oh, well.